Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 4th episode of the Day Before Sunday podcast, the vacation special, because I'm not actually home right now.
Where are you?
Right now, I'm in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, if you want to come beat me up. But
Right. Okay, I'm actually on vacation while we're recording this, and mine is on vacation while we're publishing this.
Yeah, and it'll
Right.
both be in Massachusetts, but we won't see each other.
Nope. Something really weird. Someone I know from, Florida is right in Boston as well.
I think Lego Storm commented on the last podcast and said he was in Massachusetts right now, too.
Yep, he DM'd me about it.
Oh.
I think he's in, the Cape Cod area as well. I'm not sure and don't want to reveal his exact location, so I'm not going to, go into detail about that, but...
Yeah. Anyway... So this podcast is being recorded August 1st, so it's before episode 3 even goes up. This is the Elite in Mind special with no Lego Jear, because today is Jear's first day of school, so it was either... And, Matt can only record during this time frame, so it's either record with just Matt or just Jear.
Yep.
So what we're doing is, because then Matt's going to be gone the following week, so this episode will just be me and Matt, and then the following episode will just be me and Jear. Well, we could have just done Matt and Jear while I was on vacation, but I can't edit while I'm on vacation, and I'm the editor, so I have to be on all of them, so whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you technically don't have to be on all of them, but it's like...
I have to be able to edit during the time.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to just record with you rather than wait for both you and Jear to be around.
Uh-huh.
This podcast, we're going to be talking about Lego.
Yep. And also, I just want to get this out of the way. This podcast is sponsored by Lego itself.
So I'd like to say thank you to Lego for sending me all of the new... Oh, we can talk about Ninjago since Jear's not here.
Oh, yeah, we can. I'm assuming Jear's going to watch this, so I just want to say Jear doesn't like Lego anymore, so we can't really talk about Lego on the one with the three of us, but we can talk about it on here.
Jear also despises whenever I bring up Ninjago. If I say, hey, look, the new Ninjago sets look cool, like, even if I'm not referring to the show, even if I'm just talking about the sets in general, which, like, in the past, like, we would talk about sets in general, whether they're themes we like or not. Mm-hmm. But if I even mention Ninjago, Jear just, he's gone. Anyway, our first topic for today is the best Lego games. So,
yeah.
Matt, what's your experience with the... this is actually my boy Anthony.
He was on the first stream, I think.
Not the first. He was on, like, the first 10. He was on, like, a few of the first 10. Anyway, so, what Lego games have you played? Because I actually haven't played that many.
Let's see. I think I've played most of them, but not extensively. The only ones I've played, like, really, really thoroughly are Dimensions, of course. Who hasn't played the complete saga, like, extensively?
I haven't. I've played Lego Star Wars 1 and 2 extensively, but I don't play the complete saga because it's complete trash. Hey-oh!
It's essentially the same. It's
not essentially the same. So... Okay, let me explain this again, okay? In Lego Star Wars 2, there's the shower stormtroopers, okay? And
that's like one of the only differences.
They are completely naked except for tidy whities, okay? But you can't even see the tidy whities because there's soap around them, okay? But then in the complete saga, some genius thought it would... Oh wait, was the soap around him or was that the Lego Movie game? I actually don't even think there was soap around him.
I don't think there was soap around them.
Anyway, they were completely naked except for tidy whities, and that was so funny. But then, with the complete saga, some genius thought it'd be a good idea to put, like, a woman's, like, one-piece bathing suit on them instead. Like, not even to put them in a bikini so it'd be funny. No, it's just a woman's one-piece bathing suit so that, like, they're completely covered.
Pretty funny.
They're completely covered rather than being naked.
Uh-huh.
And that's just not as funny. So, basically, the complete saga is trash. If you want the complete saga experience, just play Lego Star Wars 2 with that cheat code on that lets you get characters from the first game. And there you go.
Okay. Well, I've actually never played Lego Star Wars 2, but I played Lego Star Wars 1, and I remember the, like, home base was Dexter's Diner, and I always wanted to go to the areas you couldn't go to when I was a kid, so I'd try breaking into them.
I remember that,
and I have, like, so many memories about that. I've not looked at that, like, loading screen in probably over 10 years, and part of me wants to, like, try to find a copy of that for my computer so I can try to, like, play that again, because I love that game so much.
Actually, I remember because
I didn't have...
in the character purchasing area, they Like, the last two characters are Luke and Leia, and I never knew how to unlock them. And I'm not even sure if it is possible to unlock them. I never did. And I haven't, bothered to look it up.
Well, when I was a kid, I did not know about all the cheat codes and stuff, so I had a friend who had all the ghosts in the complete saga, and I thought he was, legendary because they're so expensive. Right. And I didn't know you could, cheat studs, basically. So I was like, how'd you get those? You must have worked so hard. And I'm sure he used cheat codes, but he was just like, yeah, I'm a bit of a boss.
Yeah,
that's not an exact quote, but it does the job.
Because my dad knew I was really into the game when I was a kid, so he went online and just looked up the game, and he found the cheat codes, and he printed them out for me. And it was he printed the complete webpage, so there's a bunch of just garbage on it as well as the cheat codes. I would bring those papers over my friend's house when I went over their house, so I could get them all the characters too.
That's
a fun time. So, what other games? There was Indiana Jones, which I think I played over friends' houses, but I didn't have myself.
I had it, but I didn't finish it because I was into the sets for Indiana Jones, but I wasn't super into Indiana Jones. And by the way, the AC just kicked on because I'm in a hotel, so the audio is gonna be worse than usual.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I can tone it down a little bit in editing, but
okay.
Anyway, what else? There
what
was
other game?
there was
the Batman games. I loved the first Batman game.
I played Batman 1, but I didn't play 2 or 3.
I didn't either, but I played a little bit of 2, but I kept getting stuck at one point, so I kind of just gave up on it. But the first one I thought was awesome because you could go through and do all the levels from the villain's perspective.
I liked Batman 1 because you could play as Mr. Freeze, and he actually had ice powers, unlike the future LEGO games, because both Dimensions and Ninjago movie game didn't really give Zane proper ice powers, and that pisses me off because ice powers are the coolest thing. I loved playing as Mr. Freeze and freezing all the enemies and then going, nice.
Yeah, that was satisfying. What other games were there? Okay, one that I recently really enjoyed playing a few years ago was the Jurassic Park one, or Jurassic World one.
I didn't play that, because recently I've been doing the thing where, they've just taken, random franchises they've gotten and made them into games like Jurassic Park or, Incredibles.
Incredibles.
It's just
I think it's weird they made an Incredibles game.
I mean, but it's so weird they made Jurassic Park game too. Because
yeah,
I don't know. The first Jurassic Park, and I guess you could say the Jurassic Worlds are good movies, but I didn't watch those and say, "Wow, I want to play this."
Mm-hmm.
So it's eh.
Oh, my favorite LEGO game of all time is the Hobbit game.
I didn't play any of that.
I've spent so much time on that game. It's so great because I'm a really, really big Hobbit Lord of the Rings fan. Yeah. So that game was a dream come true because LEGO games are essentially just open world games,
right?
Where you can go through and solve puzzles. And being able to run around as Bilbo, who's one of my favorite characters of all time, in all the areas and be able to go into the houses was that game just was so great. Yeah. And I liked the Lord of the Rings game, but I'm more of a Hobbit fan than a Lord of the Rings fan, so that I preferred the Hobbit game.
Well, people think Lord of the Rings is better, so your opinion's wrong. Shut up.
Well, the books are a lot better than the books and the movies are better than the Hobbit books, but I love the Hobbit book. I've read it many times. I'm rereading it right now actually, but yeah, good stuff. My least favorite LEGO game I've ever played, and mine is probably mad at me for this opinion, is the Ninjago movie game.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk to you about that, because I have gotten past where you got, and I don't understand your complaints.
What are you up to?
I am up to, where am I in the story? I have just gotten the ultimate weapon from the temple.
Okay.
And how far did you get?
Right before that?
Yeah, so you said that the whole forest thing takes forever and is just so much added content. So I was expecting 3 levels of just stuff that wasn't in the movie. But that wasn't really the case. There was 1 level of traveling through the forest itself, and then there was a few levels of I think there was 2 levels of the stuff with the generals and the volcano. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they added stuff that wasn't in the movie, but what LEGO game hasn't? It just felt like any other LEGO game experience to me.
I don't know, I just had got no enjoyment out of it.
I found it fun. I enjoyed it. And then Also, I unlocked Griffin Turner, which is the best character in the game because super speed characters are so much fun in
That's
anything.
True. I mean, just look at Dimensions. Sonic is so much fun to play as.
Yeah. But the Ninjago movie game, I like how it has stuff from the show and not just the movie. The open world's weird because the open world is just the levels, is what it seems like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, because, yeah. Like, you can explore it, like, in any order. Like, it's not like there's the obstacles in the way, but the open world just, like, it's not separate from the levels themselves. It just seems to be the levels. And I haven't beaten the game yet, so maybe there is more open world than just the levels, but it's bizarre to me. But I'm having fun with it. I like that it has an actual combat system. It has the battle arenas just like Dimensions, which is cool. And with an actual combat system and all these like varied characters, like all the elemental masters and stuff, I think that'll be cool to do.
Yeah. I don't want to spend too much more time on the game topic, but we just talk about Dimensions real quick.
Yeah.
Dimensions was, I think, a really, really good idea in theory, but they could have done a lot more with it.
It was a bit of a mess, and I loved the game. I 100% in year 1, but then year 2 was just a lot for me, so I did.
Yeah, same. And my problem with year 2 is that it was too many franchises I couldn't care less about.
Yeah, exactly.
I just recently got both Fantastic Beast packs just to have the figures, because that was before they revealed what was going to be in the minifigure series. But I've not played them. I might play them eventually, but like it's just like they did too much in year 2. I feel like they just like I don't care about Knight Rider, and I don't care about I've never like Beetlejuice and all these like 80s movie properties because they're just kind of outdated. I would have preferred to get obscure 2000 movies because kids are playing this game. I don't quite see what kid is going to be like, oh, Beetlejuice, my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I don't think any kid knows what Knight Rider is. Or,
yeah.
Like,
it's not even like a well-known. Yeah. Like, A-Team Fine is cool, but Knight Rider's not even a well-known.
It's just the fact that there was so many of them, and then I felt like they should have built off of year 1 some more. Because, like, the fact that they just completely abandoned all those franchises, and I think DC was the only one who got new characters, and that was just exclusives. It was Supergirl and Green Arrow.
So I was going to say, something else that really bugged me is when they'd, like, start franchises with, like, 3 of the characters you needed and not give you the last ones. Like, for Adventure Time, for example, you didn't get freaking Princess Bubblegum, but you got Lumpy Space Princess. What the hell?
Well, it's because, like, I don't know, because it doesn't have, because with normal LEGO games, they can put whatever garbage characters they want in there because, like, every character doesn't need to be useful. But because you're paying for each individual character, they want to make each character have some reason to buy them.
Yeah.
So I feel like the reason they didn't do Princess Bubblegum is because they couldn't figure out abilities for her. But then also, like...
Okay, but
Lumpy Space Princess sucks.
Yeah.
So I think solutions to that could have been is if they did something like like a blind bag sort of thing, because I know other Toys to Life games do that, where you just get a character / vehicle and a toy tag with you can put limitations on it. So like that character doesn't unlock the Adventure World, and those characters and some for like $5, and they like the characters. It's all characters that are like stupid and don't have any abilities. So like for example, we could put like a Serpentine from Ninjago or something, because like it's just such a random character.
And like, why didn't we get Ron?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like they were, because that was before they announced they're going to make Harry Potter again, and they only made Harry, which was a garbage version of him. It was literally the 2010 version with different hair. Hermione, which had a really good like torso print, but the head was also the same, and the hair was not her hair color. And Voldemort, which they literally just took the nose off of from the 2010 version.
The only reason Harry and Voldemort were changed is because they made a big point about how every figure in 2016? Jesus Christ, was year 2 2016?
Yep.
Yeah, all the figures from year 2 were supposed to be exclusive figures. So like they had to wait, was it 2015 to 2016 actually?
No, I think Wave 1 came out September 2015, and Wave 2 came out, or Year 2 came out September 2016. So I think it was September 27th both years.
Okay. Anyway, Year 2 was they made a big deal about how every figure in Year 2 is exclusive. So they had to make the Harry and Voldemort exclusive. So they removed Voldemort's nose and gave Harry a different hair piece. It's like, whatever, come on. But
but why didn't they make new prints? They're 6 years old at this point.
Yeah, and then
at the point they came out.
The battle arenas were really cool, but I think they should have been implemented with Year 1 and not just Year 2. And then I think all the Year 1 characters should have been given battle arenas rather than just giving Year 2 characters battle arenas, because, like...
I know this is kind of a long shot, but I would have loved for it to have been online compatible.
Yeah. And another thing with the battle arenas is, like... Well, no, just building off of my point... A lot of the Year 2 characters, like, the franchises they come from don't make for interesting battle arenas. Mm-hmm. Like, I think most people could agree that they'd rather play in a... Like, even if you're not a fan of Ninjago, would you rather play in a Ninjago battle arena or an E.T. battle arena? Because, well, E.T. is a great movie. Like, E.T.'s a great movie, but it's not... I don't watch a movie and go, wow, I want to see popular characters battle in that place. It's like...
Yeah.
Whatever, like, if they should have done it for every franchise, but... And then the DLC was heavy on the system, and the game was full of bugs.
Yeah.
I don't know, I liked the game, and I really, really wanted to keep supporting it, but it got too much. Because, like, I couldn't justify spending $15 on a Powerpuff Girl, because I don't care about Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, and then like, up until very recently, you could get all the packs at, like, Walmart for... I got the Tina Goldstein pack at a closing Toys R Us for like $2 or $3, and I got the new, like, the level pack for I think 10 or 20.
Yeah.
So it's like that. In parts alone, it's justified. The Tina was cheaper than like the CMF one.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably enough dimensions for now.
All right, so we're gonna talk about August Lego. So this is the Lego episode, by the way.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about Lego in every episode, but just figured why not, I guess.
Yeah, so August is a big release time for Lego.
Yeah,
so,
everything comes out now.
Yeah, everything comes out in August, unless you're in the UK, in which case all the good stuff comes out in June. But
yep.
we're even though it's mid-August by the time this uploads, today is August 1st, so we're going to discuss the stuff we're looking forward to getting. So how about you, Matt? What are you planning on getting?
Well, me personally, I can't wait for the Unikitty sets. I love Unikitty, and I love Lego sets, so they're my two favorite things, and they're finally coming together to make them each other.
Finally. I hope they put Darth Vader in a Unikitty set.
Me too. No, but, for August 1st releases, I would be looking forward for the Fantastic Beasts sets and the Harry Potter minifigure series, but I already got all of them, so...
I, for one, am looking forward to the Harry Potter minifigure series because I went to 3 stores, a Walmart, a Target, and a Barnes & Noble. I asked for the UDP numbers, and none of them had them.
What is a UDP number?
What is it? What's
UPC.
The number? UPC, whatever. It's the same thing. I'm sorry this cast isn't very funny. We're without the comic relief of Lego Jear.
Yeah.
It's like, he's right. We haven't been cracking many funnies this episode.
No, we haven't.
Anyway.
Because we're talking about actual stuff.
Yeah. So I'm looking for the Harry Potter minifigure series if I can ever find it, because, like, I went a few days before August 1st to try to look for it, and they didn't have it yet, and I'm sure by the time I'm back from vacation, it'll all already be sold out.
Yeah.
So
although Targets are getting, like, the giant shippers of 240 each, so they should have some.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna go there like 2 weeks later, and they're only gonna have Cedric Diggory. Like,
true, but no, he's a good minifigure in the series.
Because if you think, like, it's not like when I was looking for number one Ninjago figures, I was at Legoland, so I was like really, really good at those. But
yeah,
when I was looking for those, it's like I found them because, like, yeah, Ninjago fans and collectors won them, but not every people wanted certain figures. Not everyone was keen on completing the series, but, like, everyone, even if they're not a fan of Lego, wants to complete this series, or at least get the main characters. So, like, it's gonna be because Luna's the figure I want the most, and I'm sure, like, a lot of people are gonna want Luna, and she's 2 per box.
Yeah, Luna sucks to find, especially because the hairpiece, even though it's, like, unique to her, it feels a lot like Dumbledore's hair. Like,
oh god,
it has the, like, the first time I felt through this, like, I found the series, I thought I got Luna, but I actually got Dumbledore, and I mean, Dumbledore is probably one of my favorite figures in the series now, but I was kind of disappointed it wasn't Luna. Um, I was lucky enough to find. I found them in two Barnes and Nobles. The first one, the manager before they put him out had his kids go through and get what they wanted, so it was like half empty already, which kind of sucked. But I went to another Barnes and Noble and they had a sealed box just sitting out, so I like cut the seals and I went through and got a bunch. Like I finished the series. I think I was missing three, and I got like doubles of all the students.
Yeah.
So
well, see, the thing is,
I'm done with the series.
With
I'm not getting anything else. But
with my Target, they don't put boxes out. They just empty like all the bags into the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And so number one, I won't be able to just like get stuff from their locations. Number two, you said like each Target's getting like 240 figures, like 4 boxes. That sounds like a lot, but then also that's only 8 Lunas.
Yeah.
So like if there's 4 people like you who want 2, there we go. There's all the Lunas gone. And I mean, I'd like 2, but whatever. It just sucks.
Hey, I mean,
but
if you wanted, if you wanted, I can send you the torso and legs from my spare Luna.
I don't need the torso and legs. Those are the least important parts.
I know.
Anyway, I'm also looking forward to the Ninjago wave, of course. Jear. My first buys are going to be the Throne Room Showdown and
Here,
the Dragon Pit.
I'm gonna open the pictures up for myself real quick.
I went to order the Throne Room Showdown today. Oh. I went to order the Throne Room Showdown today because it's August 1st. So I'm like, okay, if I order it now, because I go on vacation on the 4th. So I said if I order it today on Amazon, it'll get here on Friday so I can have it before I leave. But Amazon just doesn't have it, so.
Yeah, no, Amazon's been weird about getting Lego right away. I remember in the January Ninjago wave, they didn't get them until like halfway through January, and it really sucked.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a while to get it.
What I did was I just reserved the sets at Barnes and Noble like after 3 days of like not finding them. Barnes and Noble's like the best place to get new Lego because no one really looks there.
Yeah,
like they're honestly the most useful place to find stuff, and you can order stuff in store really easily.
And also, like, everything's always on sale because nobody goes there.
Mm-hmm. But for Ninjago, the only one I really want right away is the Throne Room Showdown, because I don't, like, I'll get the biggest one eventually, but I'll probably only get those 2. Because I just like to have all the ninja, I really don't want the sets.
I was going to get everyone except for Stormbringer, because it just didn't interest me, but then I realized Stormbringer comes with an exclusive villain, so I think I'm probably going to get Stormbringer as well. I mean, but like
is one of the ones I'm likely to get. Like
on sale, it'll be $32, so it's like it's not a big deal.
That's not bad at all. What else is coming out? The Star Wars stuff. I got the one of the 2 Star Wars sets I want, and I like it a lot more than I thought I would. It's the like Anakin Starfighter. It was $20, and it's like a really good price to part, and it's really big. Like, if you like the Clone Wars, definitely get it, because it doesn't have the bad Clone Wars eyes, and it's actually a good Anakin figure. And it's very, very worth $20, especially after the $30 100-piece Grievous set.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
That's got to be one of the worst sets ever. It's not bad looking, but it should be $15.
Snoke's Throne Room is also out, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's 400 pieces for 70.
It's 7. I thought it was 60.
No, it's 70.
That's so funny.
I'm not buying it just because there are rumors that there's going to be a battle pack with the Praetorian Guards in them, and I already have the other 3 figures, and the set doesn't look that great to me.
I might get it because I didn't get any Last Jedi sets, and I want Kylo Ren and Rey.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
It might, and I liked the scene. Obviously, like everyone liked the scene, but. Because I mean, my top priority is Ninjago and then Harry Potter. Star Wars is very low priority right now, so I'll get it later. It'll probably be on sale by the time I get it, so whatever.
For me, my priority is like I want to get that $90 Star Wars set. That's like the dropship, and I'll probably get that when I go home.
Why? So why do you like that set? Like it's not from anything, right?
No, it's not from anything, but it's one of the most nostalgic Star Wars sets for me because I had the 2007 one, and I have like a lot of memories of building it and like having it as a kid.
Yeah.
So I just want that, and also you know how I have all like I probably have like 200 or 300 stormtroopers, like
Yeah.
not just stormtroopers, but like army stuff. And I just think that would look cool with them. I mean, it's the same reason I bought 2 of the First Order dropship. And this one looks a lot nicer on display, so I'll get it eventually, if like not this week, then some other time. I might get the Ninjago stuff just to finish that quickly. I mean, the stuff I've been most interested for Lego since like the Infinity War sets came out was the Harry Potter stuff.
Oh right, I forgot about it. I still need the Infinity War sets. I don't have any of them. And I at least want the Guardians ones.
Yeah, at least get the Thanos one.
Okay, public service announcement, stop suggesting Ligma when I ask for topics. So many people have suggested Ligma. We're not talking about Ligma. Put
that in the beginning of the video. I don't even know what Ligma is. Why do you want to talk about it so
bad? Hey, Matt.
What?
I don't know what it is either.
Back to like actual things. Which Harry Potter sets do you like the most?
I go back and forth. So I think I'll probably get the Great Hall if I get any of them. I'm not getting the train, even though the train is Lupin, which is a figure I really want. But the rest of the train I do not care about.
I hate how they made that a year 3 set with the short like legs and the years 1 and 2 figures.
Yeah,
it's so awkward to me.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just... trains have never interested me, and I don't care about the train scene in the movie. And Lupin's a really cool figure, and the Dementor is a really cool figure, but I just pray they come in another set. And I'm not confident they will. I'm not confident, because again, think about how many Harry Potter characters there are.
Yeah, I think they're gonna make a Shrieking Shack, though.
I don't know.
That's like the only good year 3 scene. Okay, not the only one, but it's like iconic.
Right, but the Shrieking Shack would probably become a werewolf Lupin or something stupid like that.
The other side of Lupin's face is werewolf Lupin, though. So,
is it?
Yeah. It's got like yellow eyes, and he's like transforming.
Oh, but that's not like him actually full werewolf. Like.
Oh no. Okay.
They have the werewolf mold, both the old one and I think the new one from the Monsters minifigure series. So I think even though that's not accurate, they'll probably use that for him.
Yeah.
Because in the actual movie, the werewolf's just really bad CG. But
I think you should get the Great Hall and the like Case of Magical Creatures.
I'm probably getting Case of Magical Creatures as well because.
That set's probably my favorite Harry Potter set.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I mean, it's Fantastic Beasts, actually, technically.
Yep. But other than that, just, like, get figures from minifigure series and don't worry too much about the other sets.
Yeah, I'll get minifigure series before I get the sets. Whomping Willow, I think, is cool. Quidditch, I'm not a fan of Quidditch, like, the idea of Quidditch itself, because I think it's a stupid game when the points don't make any sense. But I think the figures look cool in that set, so...
Yeah. The figures are good, but it's not the best set. I mean, you do
if it was like a $20 Quidditch set with those figures, I'd definitely get it, but it's like, do I want to pay $40 for 4 towers that look exactly the same, but with different colors? Because again, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world, I just want the characters.
Maybe you can wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah, but then it'll be $32, and it's like, it's still... 4 towers with different colors.
You'd be getting Snape and Myco Jear's head.
Yeah, but does Snape come in the Great Hall?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he only comes in Quidditch and the other Hogwarts, the Whomping Willow set.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And the Whomping Willow is another one that I've thought about, but
it's good, but the figure selection, if that's what you're like going for, is not the best.
I like that it comes with the dude with the cat, whatever his name was.
What?
Groundskeeper Willie.
Oh, Filch, or as Just You Could call him, like Flinch or something.
Flinch, yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with Flinch.
That's a good figure, but it's probably like the one I forget that I have the most out of all the Harry Potter figures.
I mean, that's one that'll most likely never come in another set.
Yeah.
Oh no, the trolley girl. Yeah, no, that's another reason I don't want that set.
That's the most forgettable. Like, I don't even know why they put her in.
Yeah, I don't know.
She has like one line in every movie.
Yeah.
Anything from the trolley, dear?
I'll take the whole lot.
What about all the other kids in that scene who like want snacks when Harry buys it all?
Well, Harry's just a little rich boy, and Ron went, "Wow, nice."
Okay, why is Ron poor?
Because his family has 5 billion kids, so like they can't afford it.
No, but like his dad works for the government. You'd think they'd have more money. Like Ron, and also why do they hate Ron? Like he gets all this hand-me-down shit, and then like everyone else is like new things.
Well, Ron gets hand-me-down stuff because he's the youngest boy. Ginny needs new stuff because she's a girl. And the other ones get new stuff because there is nothing to hand down.
Well, Ron's life sucks.
Yeah.
Although,
so I mean, like, you think about the twins, you can't have hand-me-downs for both of them. You need to get at least some new stuff, because there's 2 of them.
But, like, come on, why'd Ron get a hand-me-down wand?
And isn't the wand supposed to pick the wizard? Isn't that lore that's established? Harry Potter lore is... The story's not as great as everyone makes it out to be. I was rewatching the movies. There's a lot of things that are just super silly, and I was like, come on, really? Really? Come on.
Rereading the books are great. I love the books.
I reread the books for years back. They're fun. They're fun books. It's like they're not... I wouldn't call them like these like they're fun, and it's a fun universe that I enjoy, but like
the character development
a masterpiece.
I think the character development's really well done.
Yeah.
Like the way characters are written.
Yeah. I like how Cho Chang is in the movie and then they never mention her again.
What do you mean?
In the movie, she she has to drink the potion to make her tell the truth, and she like exposes the Dumbledore's army. And
they make her drink it?
Yeah.
I thought they make her friend drink it.
I think in the movies, at least it's implied that she's the one that was forced to tell the truth. Anyway,
it wasn't Cho. I think it's her friend that does it in the books.
Okay, but in the movie it's Cho. And so in the movies, Harry finds out that Cho told him, and he doesn't know about the potion. So like when they're walking out of getting detention or whatever, and she just walks up and goes, "Harry, I'm sorry." And he just gives her this dirty look and walks off. And then later they find out that she only told the truth because like Snape makes an offhand comment about how he used the last truth serum on Cho. And then Harry realizes, oh, it wasn't her fault. But then they never address it, like they never bring it back up and say, "Cho, I'm sorry." Like no, the last interaction with her pretty much is when Harry gives her that dirty look, and then she's just in the background for the rest of the movies.
But none of the Cho scenes are that good anyway.
But Harry kisses her, and she's a girl.
Yeah, but they're like all incredibly awkward, and she cries about Cedric Diggory like every single waking moment.
Why during the Goblet of Fire were all the big boys obsessed with dating kids and Harry's here?
What?
Like why in the Goblet of Fire were all the participants obsessed with dating kids from Harry's here?
Victor Crumb dates Hermione, which is really weird saying he's 18 and she's like what,
right,
15 or 14?
And Cho's the same age as Hermione, and Cedric Diggory was supposed to be
No, Cho's a year above them.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Cedric was 17, and I think Cho was like 15 or 16.
Okay, so that's not weird. But...
Yeah, it's not as weird as an 18-year-old with a 14-year-old. That's gross.
In the books, it kind of works because like you don't physically see the actors, but like in the movie, Ron looks like this grown man and Hermione looks like this kid. It's just disturbing.
I mean, Fleur dates a 6th year, so that wasn't that bad. Oh, and something else that's really gross about the Hermione and Victor stuff is the line she has in the 4th book where she's like, Victor's more of a physical being.
Oh, right. She says that in the movie, too.
Yeah, she does? I've not seen the movies in years. Oh, that's so awkward.
We don't talk much. He likes to watch me study. He's more of a physical.
She's 14. I mean, actually, at the time of the Yule Ball, I think she would be 13. Because she turns 17 in her 6th year. No, wait, no, she would be 14 turning 15, but still, doesn't make it any less weird.
It's a good movie.
Ew.
Good book. Follow J.K. Rowling on Twitter. You'll get some good moments.
Boy, oh boy.
Anyway.
Something else. Ron and Lavender's entire relationship in the 6th book is incredibly weird.
Is it the 6th? I thought it was earlier than... No, it was the 6th.
No, it's... Yeah, it is. And I just reread the books like a few weeks ago. So, there's a line where Ron's like, I really don't know her that well. We kind of just make out all the time.
Yeah, well...
What? Okay.
I only know the movies right now because I just rewatched them like a week ago and I haven't read the books in a few years.
Yeah.
But it was odd in the movie too.
Yeah, it's just like, it's so... I don't know. I think in the books they lead up to it more, but...
The 6th movie especially is... Like, there's so much that goes on in that book, and they just try to cram as much as they can into the movie, and it just, everything feels unresolved in the movie.
Yeah, well,
the whole love potion thing isn't developed very well at all in the movie, when I know it's a big thing in the book.
Mm-hmm. The sixth book is my favorite Harry Potter book, but, like, I remember the movie's not nearly as good.
No, it's definitely of the movies that, I mean, besides... The first two are just stupid, but if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
Besides those.
You're a wizard, Harry.
The 6th one is definitely my least favorite, just because, like, they just tried to do so much, and they just got nothing done, I feel like. But let's talk about the first two. Why don't we?
Oh, boy. I've not watched them in a long time, but...
The puzzles guarding the Philosopher's/Sorcerer's Stone are the stupidest things I've ever heard of. Like, a bunch of 11-year-olds got past them, so no wonder Quirrell could get past them. Like, who thought it was an idea to, like, say, let's put a bunch of keys with wings in this room, but let's make the correct key really obvious which key is correct.
Uh-huh. Okay,
and then,
how about the fact that they took it out of Gringotts, which is supposed to be, like, the safest place to store anything, and moved it to like, a beginner-level puzzle game that you can download for free on your computer?
Yeah. No, but there's no way Quirrell would know how to play chess, okay?
What do you mean?
That's such a plot convenience that, like, Ron knows how to play chess, and then suddenly there's chess there.
Yeah.
There's the quicksand stuff that, like, it's like a plant, isn't it? That Hermione just happens to know, like, how to get past.
Also, something I think is really weird, Hermione's, like, some brilliant little girl in the first ones, and her, like, intelligence kind of just plateaus until it's convenient.
Yeah.
It's just, like, she knows everything in the first two. And then, by, like, the 6th one, she's kind of just an average student who everyone knows is really smart. But she only is, like, really smart at very inconvenient times. Otherwise, she's just there.
Yeah. It's just... Again, I think the universe of Harry Potter is really interesting and cool. But it's got so many stupid things within it. That's like... I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think it's fun. I think it's... I don't know. I like it, but it's not... It's not a masterpiece. It's got a lot of things that are just like, really? Like Quidditch pisses me off because it's just the rules of Quidditch are so stupid because the snitch awards so many points compared to everything else that you should just go for the snitch the entire game. Your team would have to be incredibly bad to catch the snitch and still lose. Like, and I know you said that in the books that does happen once, but like, how bad is your team? Like, oh my God.
Here's the other thing. How come everybody isn't going for the snitch?
Exactly. 150, like, well, you'd have to, it's, because the snitch is 150, and I think a normal goal is 10.
Yeah.
So you'd have to score 15 times, or 16 times, and the other team would have to score 0 for the snitch not to matter. If
Pretty
they catch the snitch. It's like, really? I don't know. I find, Harry Potter universe is cool, but it's also really stupid.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion of this episode. Yeah. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry if this episode was a bit off. We don't have our boy Jear here.
Yeah, there's it probably was the least funny episode you'll ever have to watch.
Yeah, we didn't have the comic relief here. Next week will just be me and Lego Jear, so we'll see how that works. Maybe in the future we'll look into when it's just two of us getting a guest on. Yeah. But for now, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.
Kill the spare. I like when the fridge makes the water so cold, it makes it like a water ice slushy.